Hey yo, what's going on guys? It is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video. And today, I got What If Goku Was Born with Vegito's Powers, Part 1. So if you want this series to continue, please get this to over 5 likes, and I will continue this. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, in the age of 736, there was an abnormally strange child that was born on planet Vegeta that had the power level of Super Saiyan 3, but times that by 2, which is incredibly high for any Saiyan, for a matter of fact. This would put Goku as an elite Saiyan, but King Vegeta wasn't having such a monster, live on his planet because he was too scared and afraid of what might happen if this child was to go rogue against the entire race and even Frieza, which would cause a lot of trouble for everyone. So, with that being said, Goku was sent off not by the king, but by his father Bardock. Bardock loved his son, and knowing his son's great power, he sent him away a day earlier than canon, which means Goku arrives on Earth one day earlier too. But when King Vegeta found out about this, he executed both Bardock and Rinne when they came back to the palace. So, yeah, Bardock and Rinne were executed. Bardock tried to put up a good fight, and he managed to land impressive blows against the king, but he had elite Saiyans with him there, so Bardock was put down immediately. And so was Rinne, since Rinne wasn't even much of a fighter to begin with. But that being said, King Vegeta was destroyed, and also Planet Vegeta was destroyed by Frieza himself. So most of that goes to canon, except Bardock and Rinne getting killed by King Vegeta. But that's beside the point, and we continue. So, Goku arrives on planet Earth, and the first person to actually find him was Gohan, just like normal. So most of these events really go to canon, and Goku does lose his memory of his parents. But this doesn't seal away any of his strength or power. It just makes him go into a coma and lose his memories. But that's all, or that's about it. And Goku's powers way more intense and stronger than anything. Goku can barely even do this training because the training is too easy for him. The training that these Earthlings provide are way too easy, and they don't even keep up with his strength. No one on planet Earth can keep up with his strength. Goku was too strong from the beginning. So Goku did his normal adventures, and they were much easier. He wiped out every enemy that got in his way with just one punch. He's basically like a one-punch man at this point, due to the fact that he is this strong incredibly early on in the Dragon Ball universe. So we keep moving on until we reach the Saiyan Saga, and Goku did marry Chi-Chi just like normal, so he does have Gohan. But Gohan, with his potential, it's a lot more stronger because of Goku having such potential himself. The potential that Goku possesses is the potential of the potential of a fused warrior, so it's a lot stronger, which would mean Goku's child's potential would be a lot stronger. And Gohan's potential as a hybrid was already very strong, with Goku being his father and having Vegito's potential. It's just too broken. But we move. So, as we speak, Goku is very strong, as I've stated, and Goku has defeated most of his enemies without much trouble. And Raditz does arrive on planet Earth, demanding that Goku or Kakarot would kill 100 humans, or else, planet Earth is going to explode. And Goku doesn't take this lightly, since Goku is stronger. He is a little cocky, but when planet Earth is getting threatened, he knows he needs to take this seriously. And Raditz tried to knee Goku in the stomach, but that doesn't put Goku down immediately. That just didn't even feel like anything. Goku begins chuckling, saying, "Is this all you have, Raditz?" As Goku, gut punches Raditz, which makes Raditz fall to the ground, as Raditz is just losing a lot of air, as Raditz tries to breathe for air. But that punch was so strong that Raditz just got knocked unconscious, which would mean that Raditz was already defeated with one punch. I mean, Goku didn't go all out, but he did give it a bit of strength to knock Raditz out. So Raditz isn't dead, just knocked out. And Goku does know that Raditz is his brother due to Raditz just telling him that. But Goku, is a little more aware and sees the scouter on Raditz's face and decides to destroy the scouter just in case there's a tracker or, voice transmitter that can transmit whatever they're saying to another person. So he destroys it, and it actually came in a lot more handy due to Goku doing this. Vegeta won't know what's going on, so he'll come to planet Earth a lot later than normal. So Goku is a lot more vigilant and ready to fight instead of, stalling around. And, just being the regular Goku isn't what this Goku is like. He is more prepared to take down his enemies without taking too long or risking other people's lives just because he wants to have a good fight. That's not what Goku's like in this timeline. He's a lot more vigilant and ready to go. So, with all that being said, Goku does realize the threat of other Saiyans coming or something even stronger coming. So Goku decides to tell everyone on planet Earth to train up so that they can get stronger, so they can protect planet Earth. And Goku was already way stronger than them and could topple Frieza easily at this point. So Goku, all he has to do is train the other humans, but Goku just doesn't want to do that. He wants to grow stronger as well. So he asked Kami if there was any way to train, and Kami tells him about King Kai. So he heads over to King Kai through Snake Way, and he doesn't fall off this time. And he continues his training with King Kai, and he also brings in Gohan and Piccolo to train with him, while the other humans train with Kami to improve their strength so that they're ready whenever the Saiyans arrive. And meanwhile, where Vegeta is, Vegeta or Nappa gets a little worried for Raditz, but Vegeta tells him, "Don't get worried, Nappa. He's a low-class warrior. He's trash anyway. So don't even worry about him. If he got defeated by any of those humans on that planet, he's pathetic. But we're speaking of a highly dangerous threat here. Kakarot. Kakarot's power was incredibly high during birth, which means Kakarot's born talented. And if we let him become one of us, we will become invincible. We can topple Frieza with this power that Kakarot possesses, and we'll control him. We will be his master." As Vegeta begins laughing maniacally, not understanding Goku's true capabilities. Even though he said Goku was strong, he still underestimates him a little, just thinking that he might be able to defeat him even if he's so strong, like the legends have said. But still, Goku continues his training with King Kai, learning Kaioken, and since his body's more stronger and prepared for Kaioken in higher levels, he can already use Kaioken times 20, which is like Kaioken times 10 for Goku in canon. Well, I'm not comparing the strength, I'm just saying the way he uses it is just like Kaioken times 10. It's not too strenuous on his body. But Goku, or yeah, Goku can put this power up to about Kaioken times 50 if needed, which is like his limit at this point, times 50. And that is about Super Saiyan level, I think, since the multiplier of Super Saiyan is times 50, which would be insanely more powerful than ever, really. But he's not really going to use times 50 because it's unnecessary for him right now. But since he also has Vegito's powers, he learns he can make Keyblades like Vegito and all his other incredible abilities that he possesses. But we'll get onto his abilities later on in like other scenarios or other parts. So we move a little forward, about a year or two goes by, and Vegeta finally arrives on planet Earth, thinking that he can topple over Goku. But when the power levels start coming towards them, Vegeta realizes that their powers are insane. Well, not the humans entirely, but the three coming from like Kami's tower. Those power levels were insanely high, and Vegeta gets a little scared or alarmed, but he just takes his deep breath and started thinking to himself, the power levels are too high, but still, I have the backup plan. The Ozaru form will do. If I have to use it, I will. As Vegeta gets a little nervous, but he throws that behind him and just starts acting all tough and high and mighty. And the humans arrive, and their power levels are a lot higher, at about 6,000 each. So Yamcha would be placed about 6,000, Krillin about 6,100, and Tien just a little above. Well, just a little above Krillin would be 6,150. 150. Not too high above Krillin, but just enough to beat him and overpower him. And the other humans, Chaozu and Yajirobe, well, they're a little bit stronger actually. They're about the level of 2,000 each, I'd say, but Chaozu would be a lot stronger than Yajirobe, so he'd be placed at about 2,250. So that's the power level for the human warriors. But Gohan and Piccolo, their power levels, since training with such an incredibly strong fighter and Gohan's potential being so strong, Gohan would be placed at about the power level of 25,000. I'm not trying to boost them up to over 100,000 just yet, but to 25,000. Piccolo at about 20,000, since he doesn't have Kami within him, or Kami, he's not fused with Kami or Nail, so he's not gonna get the Namekian power up just yet. But he doesn't also have Gohan's great potential, so he wasn't able to keep up as much. But he did get good training in, so he can use Kaioken. Also, well, Gohan can as well. But since Piccolo has regeneration, the Kaioken is pretty perfect for him, really. It's a good use of a technique for him, but it still damages his body, so he can't use it forever, which would be insanely broken since he could times 1,000 and he'd be very strong. But he can't really do that since he doesn't have immortality or such regeneration abilities to keep up with breaking his body and him healing. But that's besides the point. They arrive at the battlefield, and Vegeta is a little shaken at this point. He's a lot more shaken, but he holds his ground and starts talking. And after the Z Warriors or Z Fighters hear them out, Goku tells them, "You want to face off against us to get what exactly?" And since Vegeta wasn't so clear on what he said, Vegeta says, "We're after these wishing orbs. These wishing orbs are what we're looking for. But I'm pretty sure they're not on this planet. But they're somewhere out there. And I'm also here to recruit you, Kakarot. I want you to join my Saiyan army so we can rule the galaxy together. But Goku replies saying, I don't need no galaxy to rule over. All I need is this planet and my friends and family, and I'm fine. So I don't want to accept your request. So leave this planet or you'll suffer an incredibly painful death. And Vegeta begins laughing, saying, you think you Saiyan, can kill me? Well, you're incredibly mistaken. But before he can finish that sentence, instead of Goku coming in to beat down Vegeta, it was Gohan. Gohan rushed in and kneed Vegeta in the face, straight in the face, sending Vegeta into a mountain. Nappa was alert because he didn't see this coming, and the rest of the Z Fighters, the human Z Fighters at least, went after Nappa, and they overpowered Nappa, just demolishing Nappa really easily, and in like 5 minutes or less, they killed Nappa. It didn't take too long, with their incredible teamwork that they've done, since they've made incredible combo moves with their special attacks together. So, we move forward, and Gohan is right now in the middle of a fight against Vegeta. Gohan isn't as timid, since Piccolo did teach him as well when they were on, King Kai's world, and so did King Kai. So Gohan isn't as timid as he was, but he's still a little shy, but when it comes to protecting his family and his friends, he knows he needs to become stronger. So he starts fighting Vegeta, and his power is growing gradually during the fight. So is Vegeta. But it's coming to a very quick end as Vegeta decides to blind Gohan for a split second, and Vegeta creates a power ball, and Vegeta enlarges in size and grows to the size of the Ozaru and transforms into his Ozaru form. And he's basically now a great ape, and he roars. As you can hear a deafening roar from miles, as Vegeta gets ready to blast Gohan away, but Gohan somehow dodges and backflips to where the others are, doing multiple to get to the others, as he breathes heavily, saying, that thing is strong, so what are we gonna do, Dad? As Goku looks at him saying, you and Piccolo can handle the sun. I don't want to have to get my hands dirty again. As, well, Gohan goes to Kaioken times 10, and so does Piccolo, increasing their power levels to 200,000 and 250,000, which each overpower Vegeta, as they dash towards Vegeta and start punching him, and basically they look like flies to Vegeta, but those flies are toppling a giant, and those two just defeated Vegeta with no such effort, really. They didn't take too long, but Vegeta was still kind of a challenge, but they still managed to defeat Vegeta either way, ending up with Vegeta losing his tail, and Gohan and Piccolo doing their special combo move. A special Masanko, that's basically a special beam cannon and a Masanko mixed together. A special Masanko. If you can come up with a better name, comment it down below. But we move, and they blast it towards, Vegeta, and Vegeta gets blasted away. He somehow didn't end up getting killed by that blast, since that blast was insanely strong. He managed to make it out not dead, but he's still gravely injured. It's gonna take at least a month to heal those injuries that Vegeta has, so Vegeta isn't going anywhere. And Goku, he didn't want to kill Raditz, but Piccolo ended up killing him, since Piccolo, he still got that Demon King persona that he has. But Goku wanted to spare him since he's kind of like the same Goku still. He still has that same kind of Goku vibe, the nice kind guy. But he also has the side of Vegeta or Vegito, who has a quick side to get to anger. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a water break. So I'm back, and well, Vegeta was spared just like normal, and it took at least a month for Vegeta to heal due to all those injuries. So Vegeta is gonna be in the hospital for at least a whole month, and the rest, their injuries got treated by senzu beans, and they weren't even too big of injuries. They were just a few scratches. Nothing to worry about, really, because they could heal those instantly within a day or two. So they're not gonna get anything and know about Frieza just yet, but they'll know about Frieza very, very soon. But I'll be ending it off here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want to see part 2, you guys have to beat the like goal of over 5 likes. And if you guys want another what if, you guys can suggest it down below. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next what if scenario. Peace.